Hello, everybody. I'm Roadblock, and we are on the free-to-play account today. Um, so obviously I didn't stream and I didn't record anything yesterday. Like I said, I'm still sick. I'm still miserable. I am on the upturn, so I am starting to feel better. So I'm able to record tonight for sure. And I kind of thought about what I wanted to do. Right. One thing I feel like I haven't done in a while on this account is kind of analyze gear. Um, so I do kind of feel like do I have no I guess what I was getting at, like, if I was to filter by attack rings, I guess that's still the best ring. What if I filtered by crit damage? Alright, still 5 stars. Do this. Okay, there we go. I still haven't done their masteries. Unfortunately, just the way things have been going for me, I have been not playing the game. I've been continuing to get my dailies done. I've been getting using all my resources each day, so I've been able to spend my energy using multi-battles. I've been able to log in and spend my crypt keys, my fortress keys, tag arena tokens. Um, you see, I already did my before recording this, I already did Doom Tower. So for Doom Tower, this is the best rotation. I've already cleared this rotation. You can see I already have the avatar. That's the avatar I use on the account. So I already knew that I could clear this content um, in Doom Tower. It's just a relatively easy rotation right now for the champions that I have. I'm stuck on Curse. I'm done on Curse City for this rotation, and then um, for clan bosses, I still need to do Hydra. My clan is doing decent in Hydra. My main account kicked butt in Hydra this week. Um, but we're still looking like probably second place. Um, just because this clan seems to have a lot of heavy hitting Hydra uh, guys. Interestingly enough, none of them are doing Nightmare, and we are, so that's kind of interesting. But we've also won quite a few clashes in a row, so we're due for a loss coming up. But we'll see. We'll probably bounce back there. But um, so yeah, I've been kind of doing what I can to keep the account going, but I haven't really taken the time to look. We've done a lot of farming lately, and I haven't taken the time to look if there's any gear upgrades or anything that I should consider. Um, for example, I think I'm gonna have a better ring on this. Yeah. Nope, because it's got bad substats. So maybe it was all in my head, I suppose. One thing I did find out. This is what kind of prompted this thought process, by the way. Was I found out that my Venomage here had an attack necklace, not a crit damage necklace, and they are crit capped. Now, they don't have a ton of crit damage. It's not something I'm focusing on them, but I did get them at 99% crit rate. But then I didn't have them in crit damage neck, which is interesting. So now that I've made that switch, there's a possibility that I could see some improved results out of this champion. I would consider that accuracy neck too. What's Taragi? So what I found interesting too is today when I did Clan Boss, and again it was after the affinity change, but on Brutal I almost one keyed Brutal, which I haven't, or not Brutal, sorry. I almost one keyed Nightmare on my first key. You'll see I did a total of 75, and on Nightmare you need 40. So I was just under 40 on both keys by a couple million. So the team itself is getting better, but I'm starting to wonder if maybe I make some major changes. But ultimately, what I want this video to be about, I've kind of talked about my thought process and everything I've been going through, but what I really want it to be about is picking the next champion. The problem that I keep running into is I don't have a specific goal at the moment. I feel like we're okay at everything, right? Like, on dungeons, I can do stage 20 of every dungeon, right? It's not 100% on all those stages, and like this one in particular has a really high fail rate, right? But I can do stage 20 on the big four. So I'm content there, right? Faction Wars, I'm pretty far behind where I probably should be, but I'm content with where I'm at until I get a larger collection of champions and can really build some solid teams in Faction Wars. So I'm okay kind of taking my time on Faction Wars and not over prioritizing it. When it comes to Arena, the addition of Arbiter has given me very solid win rate. As you can see here, I'm at an 80% win rate. Normally what I do is I just refresh, and then I just go top to bottom, and I win what I win, and I lose what I lose. As you can see, I'm an 80% win rate. That's enough to get me solidly into Gold 3, and potentially closer to Gold 4 or even Gold 5. I will say that given my experience on my main account, Gold 4 and Gold 5 are going to be much harder to win with just a speed team. And I don't think Kale can hold up as my second nuker in those areas of the game either. I would need a more consistent PvP nuker if I really wanted to go like Gold 5 for Arena. So then we've got Clan Boss. Clan Boss, I'm at Nightmare. And I've read someone talk about it in the comments or Discord, I don't remember where, but they did give advice to somebody else that said don't settle for Nightmare, you need to be an Ultra Nightmare. And I completely agree with that assessment, and it kind of motivated me to get a bigger focus on Nightmare, or on Ultra Nightmare. There's just this kind of weird lull that I'm in where it's hard to come up with a team that can make the difference there. And that's kind of the problem, is like I just don't know who is worthy of investment. So the problem is I'm kind of good at everything, right? I'm okay in dungeons. I'm doing stage 20. Like I said, Faction Wars, I'm okay with where I'm at. Arena, I'm okay with where I'm at. And then Clan Boss, I'm okay with where I'm at. You know, I'm able to generate a normal run that's good enough to get myself the 1.6 million, and I'm able to get up to 4 fragments a week for Mithrala. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to complain about that, right? I'm okay with that, given the lack of champions on the account. Mithrala would open up a lot of avenues in that department as well. Once I get her, then that improves my ability to do Hydra deeper and so on and so forth. And even in Doom Tower, like this particular rotation I have cleared. I don't have the need for a new champion to kind of make progression there. And Curse City is something that needs to be in the back of my mind, in my opinion. It's great resources. I'm not saying it's bad, but to be able to come up with the teams that I need to beat some of these bosses. For example, I don't even have anybody with an HP burn on my roster here, right? Like nobody here that I can see has an HP burn. You can't kill this champion without an HP burn. So, and there's no gear for that. It's not like I can just throw on HP burn gear and make up for it. So until I I have a champion that can fill that role, I'm stuck right here. That's not a big deal, right? But even here, my roster's pretty weak. Um, compared to what you would need to beat hard spider, you need some AoE nukes. I don't have any AoE nukes here. It's all single target. Um, I'm just I tried doing this spider. If I had Ignatius, maybe, but my point stands that I don't think Cursed City, and that's on normal, by the way. I don't think I touched hard this rotation, so I could probably throw a random team together and get a little bit further into hard and get some extra resources. But um, either way, I don't think that Curse City is really my area of focus right now. I think I need a deeper roster for that, and I'm playing smart now because of that. Instead of getting rid of potentially good epics like I would have done in the past, I'm keeping a lot of my good epics, even some of the bad ones that might be good in a Centranos level. Okay, so I need to make a committed decision as to what area of the game I am going to target next. And I think, and I've probably gone back and forth on this a million times, both on and off camera, so bear with me if you've heard this before. But I think we're going clan boss and the Demon Lord clan boss. And the reason I'm saying that is because the resources are so good, and because I preached it from the beginning, right? Clan boss, clan boss, clan boss, and that still holds true. The question becomes, how do I take my clan boss team and make it better? I really think buff extension is the way to go. So I think the secret to finding success against clan boss is going to come from Godseeker Aniri. And so that's what I'm going to do. I do have a soul for Godseeker as well, which is a good start. So I am going to focus all my excess energy after I'm done doing all the things I need to do. By need to do, I mean, if I have a quest for, making sure I use my energy to complete, where is it? Like, campaign boss 3 times, that kind of thing, right? I got to make sure I'm getting and then I want to make sure I'm using my energy to get my daily rotation done, right? So fortress keys, all that stuff. But I think Godseeker is kind of the way I want to go with that. I also think Godseeker is just a really, really good champion, and they're going to open up areas of the game for me moving forward. So that is my plan. It's not a super not a big secret that I've been considering Godseeker, but it does put other plans on hold, like Armand's and Coldheart. And it's not that they aren't good. They are. It's just that I think for what I'm looking to do, I think Godseeker will help me get that clan boss down better. And by extending those ally protect buffs and those counterattack buffs and the other things that are brought from this team as it stands, right? So we're bringing the ally protection and the shield. We're bringing the counterattack would get extended. The ally protection gets extended. So I do think that's the best answer. I still think I'm sticking with Geomancer and Rathalos, but I've got a few other teams in my head as well. If this ends up not working out, maybe I take out the Skull Crusher and bring Venomage back in, and we just extend Taragi's buffs by 1 turn. If I can speed tune it the right way and get Taragi to use the ally protection and then immediately extend it by 1 turn, then that means it's up at all times, right? For the entire rotation. And that allows me to bring Venomage, which gives me decreased defense and, most importantly, decreased attack as well. or it gives me multiple opportunities for that, plus the chance for damage reduction from the heal protection. So I love the counterattacks, but I feel like I'm being really greedy by trying to keep both the counterattacks and everything else. But Venomage gives me a more consistent opportunity to bring decrease attack outside and you know, then outside of Taragi's A1, which is a big kind of flaw right now. So I think that's the plan, but the key is to make this 2-turn ally protection into a 3-turn ally protection so that he always has it up, right? That's the most important part. So the best way to do that is Godseeker, because she's the only buff extender that I have, other than, who was the other one? Sandslashed, but I think she has a better kit than Sandslashed for what I'm trying to do. I mean, although an extra ally protect isn't the worst thing in the world, but I still think that she's going to bring the healing that I wouldn't have as well. So, okay, anyways, that's the plan. So Godseeker Aniri is my next 6-star, and everything I'm going to do from between now and then is going with Godseeker Aniri. I appreciated all your comments about the upcoming fusion. A lot of you guys had different thoughts about her. Some of you said that her kit was better than Necmo's, which I don't agree with. That somebody else made a good comment to that comment, which pointed out like it's only a 15% instead of a 30%. Plus the aura doesn't work. I just think that regardless of her comparison to Necmo, there's no guarantee that I'm going to get a Necmo. There's no... On a free-to-play account, I am going to have significantly less legendaries than my main account, my paid account. That's existed for 2 years or so, and has access to so many different good legendaries, right? Also keeping in mind Faction Wars, I have 0 legendaries in this faction. And her as a legendary of this faction could open up a lot of different avenues for progression in Faction Wars as well. So I am going to go for the fusion, but again, it's very important you guys hear this caveat to me going for the fusion. I'm only going to go for the fusion if I don't have to do the summon rush. If I have to do the summon rush, I can't do it. Just plain and simple, I can't. Not that I won't do it, I can't do it. I have 41 ancient charts. That's not enough to do a summon rush. Even if I was to spend gems, I don't think I'd be able to do enough to complete a summon rush. I really don't. So, but Champion Chase, I can do. I will at that time. I'll have a Yakarl ready. I'll have Yannicka ready. I'll have Drexstar ready. That's three legendaries. That should be enough in it by itself to get me the points you need for a Champion Chase, right? So if I can skip the summon rush, then I'll go for it. If not, it's just not going to be in the cards for me. So, and I don't know when that event's gonna start. They've announced it, but we don't have, as of yet, we don't have a fusion warm-up yet. So we are still waiting for that fusion warm-up to come in play before we can expect that to happen. I'm curious. I feel like we should be coming up on a new free champion as well. I'm very curious to see what that new free champion is going to do for the game. So excited about that. That's going to be, obviously free to me and free to you, free to everybody. So those champions can have a big impact, but I'm not going to sit around and wait. I do think that no matter what, Godseeker and Neri needs to get leveled. Even if I did pull, even if the next free champion is Pythion 2.0 or whatever, um, I still think Godseeker needs to get leveled. So that is the plan. I'm pretty sure I can already rank her up too. Like I think I have food for her. Okay, I've got 3 out of 4 food. So a few more champions to level. That'll get her to 5-star. And as far as 5-star food, yeah, I've almost got enough to 6-star a new champion. So we're doing really really good. Honestly, with all that information, I should have got Seeker done very quickly. I wonder. Um, let me. Yeah, I should have her done very quickly. Hopefully, I don't want to say anything. I was about to say like maybe by next episode, but we'll see. That's a lot of work, and I've got a lot of dailies left to do today. So I'm gonna end the video here. Um, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the support, as all at least until we hit 1,000, and then I'll give you guys a break, I promise. We're at 957 subscribers. I am on a quest for 1,000 subscribers. Once we hit that, it opens up some monetization options for the channel, which will be very good for me and help me possibly doing this in a more dedicated manner. So, if you're a fan of the channel and you want to help support the channel, the best way to do that is to click that subscribe button. If you're new here, welcome. Please click that button. It will help my channel grow. If you've been here for a while and just haven't taken the opportunity to click that button just yet, I totally understand. I've been there, but if there ever was a time, now would be it. So, if you would be so kind as to click on the button, I would appreciate it, guys. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.